I'm Troy Sage.
And I'm Andrew Smith.
Yes, he is.
Yes, I am.
I know that to be fact.
You do?
I saw it on your license.
What license?
Well, your thing on the wall from the state of California says you're a real estate agent.
I bought that off the internet.
You did?
Yeah.
A lot of agents out there probably did the same thing.
I think they did.
Wow.
Especially based on what we're seeing right now.
And I don't even really know who you are, but I'm glad to be here with you.
I'm glad
I'm sure we have some kind of message for our viewers on short sales.
We do have a message for our viewers on short sales today. And what we're actually going to talk about is who in fact can do a short sale.
That's a good question. Who can do a short sale?
Well, you know what, that depends. Because many of the times you get out there, you see a lot of information where somebody might call up and they say, hey, I'm looking to sell my house. My current mortgage balance is $500,000, but the market is such that my house is only worth $300,000. I need to sell. And a lot of the agents out there turn around and go, oh, well, then you need to do a short sale. But the question is, can that person do a short sale?
Maybe, right? I mean, it's possible that they can do a short sale because they are upside down, but that's not always the determining factor, right? I think that's kind of where we're going.
That is where we're going on that. Just that you're upside down on your mortgage, does that automatically qualify you to do a short sale?
No, it doesn't.
Why?
Well, because what kind of want or need do you have to actually sell the property? Do you just want to sell the property because you're belly aching over the fact that you purchased for $500, it's now only worth $300,000? Or do you need to sell? Do you have to get out of that property for whatever reason it is? Investors have properties they're upside down on and they're not netting any money, so financially it's a business decision to get rid of that property. Or you could be a owner-occupied situation where you have to move on, you have to get to another destination. And there's a whole list of different types of hardships, is there not?
There is a list of complete hardships, and I think you brought up a great point there. Someone has to ask the question, do you need to sell or do you want to sell? And if the answer is, I want to sell, but I'm not experiencing any sort of hardship whatsoever or any sort of problem except the fact that the house is upside down, you're probably not a candidate for a short sale. But the hardship doesn't always have to be financial.
No.
There's several of them out there that could qualify someone who's current on their payments and they're able to make their payments, but they do still need to sell.
Wait a second, you just said something that just hit me funny. It doesn't have to be financial?
It doesn't have to be financial.
Because aren't we hearing that a lot now? There's agents and homeowners saying, well, I'm taking the short sale because there's a financial difficulty. Or the agents coming into our office or other offices across the country that we're talking to, and they're saying, there's no financial hardship here, so I can't sell this short. That's not necessarily true then, is it?
That's not necessarily true.
So you want to elaborate on that a little bit?
Well, you could have a situation, in fact, we had one recently. The individual lost his job locally, and you could say, well, that's a financial hardship. But it is, but he did have savings. So he was able to keep the mortgage current. He had enough money to still live for several months. He was searching for another job. He ended up being offered another job, but it was out of state. So in order for him to take that employment and stay, provide for his family, he now had to relocate because of work. That qualified as a hardship.
So relocation could be a qualification, but not to be confused with relocating from say one city to the next 5 miles away. That's not really relocation.
That's
right?
not a relocation.
Is there a rule of thumb for that?
That's a great question.
Yeah, I think it's 100 miles.
I believe it is 100 miles.
I think it's 100 miles. So understandably here in Southern California, from Temecula, where we're currently located, to San Diego is roughly 60 miles. But that doesn't necessarily constitute a relocation. If you had that job, let's say you're working for ABC Company in San Diego, and ABC Company goes under, and now you're going to work for XYZ Company in San Diego, it's going to be hard to substantiate that that is a relocation or hardship, wouldn't you think?
That is true. However, the only difference on that is if now you are going to be incurring additional expense for having to make that drive, and with gas prices the way they are right now, that could end up messing up some of your income ratios and may in fact qualify you, even though it's not a move of the necessary mileage.
So we kind of come full circle. We've got a relocation, but that relocation is not more than 100 miles, but it's going to incur you more costs. You've got the relocation, and on top of that, you may have a financial difficulty even getting to that job, correct?
Correct.
Awesome. So that's a couple of ideas for people. And we have a complete list of substantiated, verifiable hardships.
And in general, there's about 16 of them that the banks will accept. And for anyone out there that would like a copy of that list, you'd like more information on what could qualify as a hardship, remember, please find us on Facebook or go to s2neg.com, and we'd be happy to provide that information to you.
And so one last note on that. We are located in Southern California, but we are currently working with agents across the country, helping them help homeowners in short sale situations. As a matter of fact, we're even negotiating here in California for agents in other states on short sales. So we're kind of a all-in-one kind of thing. Our goal is to educate agents and homeowners on how to help homeowners avoid foreclosure. But if you're a new agent or you're a seasoned agent that actually has experience in short sales but you don't want to deal with the process of negotiating and all the phone calls, feel free to contact us. We'll tell you what we can do to help you on that as well.
That's exactly right.
Fair enough. Facebook or www.s2neg.com. That's it for today. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.